All right, we ready?
Aye.
You good to go? I just want to get this cable because I need to sit comfy. Oh, that's better.
Oh yeah.
That's better. Ready?
Oh, we're matching green today.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Full circle. Episode 9. We're back again. We're almost closing. We're closing in on double digits,
I know. It's
which is
scary.
really crazy. Do you know what's weird? Like, because the number 10 is not a big number, but we have been doing this podcast for like a good amount of time.
Well,
That's almost half a year.
What? That we've been
wow.
doing this
Well, sort of.
a good amount of time. Oh, man,
Jesus.
it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, back again from another episode, back in our new setup that you would have all seen last week when we were joined by the amazing Sam Day. That was super cool hanging out with
I
him.
really enjoyed that. He was such a cool guy.
Yeah, we got some other content outside of that. Spoke about some general music chats. It was really good. But we're back again. We're alone now. Charlotte's behind the mic, as you just heard, behind the camera. Sorry, as you just heard. And myself and Daniel. And like we said, just as I walked in, I realised that I'm on the sofa now because I was on one of the chairs next.
It would have
to
been a bit weird if you were sat there and
yeah, like shouting across the room to try and get to each other.
Yeah.
Before we actually get into it, let's do our usual bits of just what's been going on in the scene, things that have been happening with us. Quick announcement for any of you that aren't already in the NCS Discord server, which is linked below, so go and check that out. When we have release days on Tuesdays and Thursdays now, myself and Dan, and maybe Charlotte if she wants to talk, but a bit shy in the Discord. A bit
I
scary.
just don't know what to say, but I'll try.
Okay, we're going to be hanging out in the Discord when uploads go live for like half an hour or so, depending on how
Good
long.
fun the
how
other
long. It was
day.
really cool, yeah.
I liked it.
I spoke about this to you before, but I love the power of at everyone. It's a dangerous thing. And
I mean,
don't
how
want
many
to abuse
people
it.
are in there? Like
That's
tens of
if they have
thousands?
notifications on, that's like 12,000 people, 15,000 getting a notification. But it's funny. I was saying to Charlie earlier. There's somebody in the server whose Discord name is everyone. So every time I at everyone, someone else tries to, and they're like, "Why isn't it working? Why isn't everybody seeing it?" But it's just happens to be that guy. So shout out to him. We're also as of us recording this in the middle of our Future House February,
We are.
which is cool. We've got some releases that have come out and ones that are coming out, which we'll play in just a sec. But yeah, it's a whole load of Future House, which to me, before joining NCS, knowing about it is like the sound that I think when I think NCS. It's like that hands in the air jumping around at ADE sound, which I haven't even been to ADE yet, so I don't know what that's like.
I thought you would have said like more of like the melodic-y stuff, like electronomia type thing.
That's like house, just normal house?
Yeah, I would say that's like house or
Okay,
house,
yeah, I
like
get it.
yellow circle versus purple circle.
Okay, yeah, it's definitely within that that realm somewhere. And then other bits and bobs have been going on. We've been listening to you. We've been paying attention.
We have.
Don't think we don't listen. You've been trying out some of the still backgrounds.
Yeah, which the response has been amazing. Like trying some still backgrounds, and then like just some little effects here and there, like the If Found VIP of Dead of Night, like did this like electric bolt on the drop, and then like the visualizer powers up, and
That stuff's really cool. Yeah.
honestly, people seem to love it, and like I see that people notice the small changes of like the backgrounds now fade in.
Yeah.
Like there'll be comments about that, which is amazing to see.
It's incredible on that stuff. Like I think we'll go into some of the questions that we got from you guys, the community, like later on. But yeah, I think somebody mentioned in that about what your favorite type of circle was, and I was thinking like, do they just mean the color? But knowing our audience, I know that it's specifically the animation style, how big it is. It's like
How
it's
many
so
particles are on it? Yeah.
yeah, counting all the individual dots in between everything. Yeah, and then we also for Luna, the track Luna had, and correct me if I'm wrong, had the return of the Cyan Circle, right? Yeah, was that track? Yeah,
We did?
Yes.
Yeah.
which again is another big thing. Every time there's like when Halverson came back with Band-Aid and there was the Mint Circle, it just the community love that stuff, which is super cool.
We actually made a bit of like an upgrade to the colors, which I think, most people will have probably seen over socials. Like, you've upgraded the NCS podcast style, the arcade, like everything's kind of changed in terms of colors, and so has the visualizers. They're a bit more like vibrant now.
Yeah,
People are definitely noticing like, the purple is more vibrant purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you see it and you go, that's not the right red, don't worry, it's all intentional. We've got it down now, as far as we're concerned anyway. Let's listen to some tracks that we've had dropped for our Future House Feb.
Yeah. So first off, we had Fico.
Fico. See, I didn't know the pronunciation. I've been going Fico.
I don't know.
It could be either or.
Might be Fico. Yeah, you actually might be right. Fico, Waiting for You.
Good song.
Which I'm trying to find on the SoundCloud, but I can't see. There it is. So this was the first track of the Future House February.
That's sick.
Yeah. Reminds me of Raptures. Yeah, bit Rapture sort of style, like triplets.
Yeah, the triplet. They're loving the triplets recently.
Yeah.
I think Sam was saying that when we interviewed him, like he loves those triplets.
I think it's a certain style actually as well. I think it's almost like becoming a subgenre.
Yeah,
as well.
Triplet House.
Yeah, but that was a cool track. Then we've had.
I was going to put my foot up then, but that's not going to work.
Emotions Like.
Yeah, that's a cool song.
I really like this one. Alva Garcia. No, I'm just getting the names wrong, aren't I? Gracia.
Maybe when we sign a track, we should ask for, like, they do the phonetics, like how to
pronunciation.
pronounce it.
Yeah. But I really like this one, and I think we've played this one a couple times already.
I can hear that on like the back of an advert.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I mean, as I always do when I'm speaking about songs, is the vocals, because that's the one thing that I'm like can somewhat have knowledge on. But I love that sort of the muffled, like almost radio effect.
I think it's also like
and it's pitched down.
Yeah,
definitely pitched down, 100%. But no, it sounds super cool. It's a really cool song.
I've got some more. So I've got Odyssey by Kato, Spiker, and Topsic. Again, another one that we've been previewing a lot. I just love that bit.
I was about to make a comment of like, yeah, they definitely have a similar style, and I realised that. Well, that's why. What else we had?
I've got more. If you want, I can keep going.
Let's go through all of our Future House Feb.
Then I've got There's Nobody Else by Chris Later and Danny Yeager, or Danny Yeager. I think we said this. We said this last time. We were like, we wasn't sure it was Danny Yeager or Danny Yeager. This is something we're gonna have to sort.
Yeah,
Isn't
sure.
it D-A-double-N?
No, it's one N.
Oh, it must be Dane.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, there we go.
So this is sort of like proper Future House.
Oh yeah. They're all very melodic drops, huh?
Yeah. This is like Brooks and Dirty Palm had a baby.
I like that song a lot.
Yeah. And then
to come out, we have J.S. got a tune, right?
Yeah, so we got J.S. Gar, Let's Run Away. J.S. Gar. Why am I searching? It's not going to work if I search.
I wonder if, like, it's good to know from you guys listening and watching, like, do you enjoy when there's like a bulk of like the same type of circles, or do you prefer the variation? I don't think there's a right or wrong really, but it's interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if like people like,
because this is like what 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6, 7 tracks back to back. Like,
yeah, I wonder whether you pick a genre and you stick with it, or it'd be good to know is like people, do they like drum and bass and Future House, or do they just like drum and bass?
Yeah.
But, yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, they're all like hands in the air music.
Yeah. Hands in the air music.
That's a good word to describe. We were talking about, what was that genre that we mentioned
Hands up.
earlier? Hands up. So yeah, we're going through some of these questions that we've asked for you guys to send in, and someone mentioned about hands up, and I was saying to Dan, is is that an artist? Is that a
I'm
thing?
convinced it's a genre. I'm
And-
99% sure it's a genre.
I mean, I don't know what. I presume that means a lot of jumping, a lot of hands in the air. But yeah, anyone that can best describe hands up music, whack it in the
Mhm.
comments below. I thought it'd be cool before we actually get into some questions to sort of rewind what we're doing outside of this podcast and let people know what our day is like, because I don't know. I don't know if you guys will care about it or not, but I think it's quite an interesting thing to talk about, sort of what it's like for us three, like going into the office, whether when we're not in the office, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, should we have a little bit of a chat about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's the dream job, right? Yeah.
I think for you, it's absolutely prime. Me and Charlotte were speaking about this like yesterday. I think I was like, it's amazing. Like when I think what you spoke about, like how you got into the role before on the podcast. It's quite admirable. So I'm bigging you up here. Like you sort of just made yourself this role, and now, you were like, you've chased getting this role, and now you have it, and now you're doing a podcast about it, which I know on the Dan J. Lee checklist is there.
Yeah.
Just NFTs now.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wrote down exactly that for sure. But no, yeah, I appreciate that. I think I almost feel weird about like our jobs, because sometimes it really doesn't feel like a job. Like sitting down to do a podcast does not feel like my job.
Yeah.
But it is. Or like, listening to music. That's a big part of like my day, at least, is like listening to tracks from artists that like I really love the music, and then I'm like, oh yeah, this is my job, this is my career.
Yeah, these are people that you're working like with on a project. That's super cool.
But yeah, I think like, to be fair, like most of our day, I think, I guess I'm curious to see what people think we do. Because I think it's not all beautiful. Like, we still have to sit down at a computer and do emails and all that sort of more admin-y stuff. But I think we do some cool things.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think you also like, you figure out like your dynamics as you go. Like me and Charlotte will do a lot of things together, and like I realise as I'm working, which Charlotte will attest to, is that like the way that we will work together, I couldn't get my stuff done if I wasn't working with Charlotte, because I just jump around. You know what I mean?
You
I'm
like
a
ideas, like go
pinball
this, do
machine.
this. Yeah.
Whereas like you're much more organised at things and like strategical and like logical thinking, which is just, I always find that interesting in life in general, like how we are just so different as people.
Yeah.
Like it's just so weird to me. But there is like, I get a buzz out of being like, right, get up in the morning. If I've got enough energy and time, go to the gym. Right.
I mean, you said you haven't been.
Which I haven't been this week. No. I'll put it out there. I don't care. I got music to listen to.
I mean, I didn't go for a run this morning. I said I was going to go for a run. I didn't.
Get myself a coffee. Get on the tube. Like live my main character energy.
Yeah.
Put on like some favourite
NCS.
songs. Yeah. Put on some NCS and commute my way into like work. It's just fun. That is. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta count your blessings, even if it is just getting on the train. So yeah, like I said earlier, we asked you guys on socials as well as in the Discord, again link below, about anything you wanted to know about NCS, like an AMA, Ask Me Anything. So it'd be cool if we just run through a few of them. The first one that I've got is from, and this is what's funny about Discord to me, right? You can like have a custom name and nickname yourself, but it can be like, you get the most random names. It's not that I'm judging, but this person is called The Legend /NCS Ranker, which makes you think that I think in Discord they do like the ranking lists of like tracks.
That, and also he probably has a YouTube channel that uploads. Have you seen the like top 10?
Oh yeah.
Top 10 dubstep songs of 2022.
Or they'll just do the month.
Yeah.
They'll just rank the month.
Seen quite a few of those for sure.
Oh, okay. I love this audio, by the way. Like it's so weird.
It's crisp.
It's so crisp in my ear. They asked about the changing colour circle, like we did with Heartless, and like I guess we taken away from it. What was the thinking behind that?
I think really with that was because the track has 3 different drops. It has drum and bass, then like facading style, which is like, or is it facading? Facading. Facading style, which is kind of like this half-time thing. And then it had like Tom Wilson type drop, which is more trappy. it was basically 3 different genres. So we were just like, why don't we
with so
just...
many artists.
Yeah, and it was like, this is a special moment. There's so many artists on one track.
We're in NCS 10 as well for that as well. Then
yeah.
So I think
it was a Screen Time album.
Yeah, I think it was cool to like recognize that with some difference. And it's again, it's like we touched on earlier. Like people just were like, oh my gosh, what has happened to the circle? It's a super cool track, and I guess that's why we did that for that. Really good question from Isaac from in the Discord. Isaac asks, what's a genre that you haven't released on the label that you'd like to release? That's a really good question.
Ooh.
That's really good.
I think we all need an answer for this one.
Yeah, because I think like there's definitely across a lot of the tracks, especially the really melodic ones and like the type of stuff that like Halverson would release or Netrum, they're like they cross with pop so much.
It's like hyper pop, indie pop.
Yeah, it's pretty
stuff.
like the trend of music nowadays is so heavy on that hyper pop with like the really up tempo, like the Weekend stuff, and that Remy Wolf that I think I've spoken about before. It's like that really really high energy. So I think like you get rid of the drops in you get rid of the drop in Band-Aid, and that's a upbeat pop tune. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it's just the production or the fact that they're very vocal heavy, but I'd love to see like some pop songs out. But then I don't know if that works. What people would use the tracks for, saying like content creation, it's useful having a drop. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, what would be like an example of a song?
I don't know, like anything, like a Charlie XCX tune, but you probably can't play it now because you get a copyright.
Well, I'll play 1 second of it.
But yeah, like I think
like
there's enough crossover there.
New Shapes type thing.
Oh.
No?
Yeah.
Okay, so I get what you mean.
That's a little bit more down tempo, but do you know what I mean? It's like the productions that aside from the songs having like a drop in them, like there's enough crossover there in my eyes.
I would really like to do like when I like work out, I love like like heavy rock, sort of metal stuff. Like I'd love to do like electronic rock stuff. Like there's a song by Elenium. Again, I'll play literally 1 second of it.
You're gonna get us clowned, man.
Nah. It's really like it's kind of like shouty, metally style, but with the EDM stuff.
Yeah, I was listening. I can't remember for the life of me the name of the artist that I was listening to, but there's something the other day that was like it was like metal EDM or like sort of rock EDM, and the structure was just a verse that was a middle of the road like rock song, and then enough transition that it got it to like a drop.
Yeah.
Like you just piece them together really.
Yeah.
But that's sick. Charlotte, what about you?
I mean, I was gonna try and think of an answer, but I'd sort of argue that within reason, we upload most genres.
There's elements of
besides like folk music.
How you say that?
You know, folk.
Yeah, folk.
Sure. Yeah,
folk. Folk.
I've got an yolk.
It's got a what? It's got an L in it, but it's folk. Yeah.
Yeah, folk. Okay. I would argue that. I mean, I think that Charlie XCX song doesn't feel too far off.
Yeah, I feel like we've done that.
Yeah.
What we've done before.
I mean, we've got some tracks coming up that kind of that vibe as well.
Yeah, so like
Which you think about like
lo-fi a
we've not
lo-fi.
Yeah, we've not done lo-fi.
No.
Is that a genre or is that
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lo-fi is lo-fi girl.
Yeah, I mean I think that would be something that would do really well. I don't know if people would like it.
That's
like the NCS audience would like it, but maybe.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what you guys think about that. Even with like the style of like I'm just thinking of lo-fi girl now and the like music beats to chill / chilly too. Like I just love that.
I can imagine a good background.
Yeah.
Donk with Clarks. Is there any other cultural style music that could get on? I mean, I don't know.
That's a
different
good
one, but you know, like Donk.
I guess
we've not big in Russia.
You know, we've not done like traditional music. If you get me, like traditional African music or traditional, Indian music. Like, I guess there's elements of that in some songs.
But there's also a level of expectancy from an audience, I think. Not to say that I'm sure that many of our listeners like loads of genres outside of what you consider like an electronic song, but I think what Charlotte says is right. With like a pop tune, that probably crosses over enough where it was like a folk song or an acoustic like guitar or piano ballad.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some acoustic stuff actually. We've got a playlist now on Spotify called NCS Sad Songs.
Bit of a plug.
Yeah.
But like that's got some like really relaxed like acoustic stuff in it,
Mm-hmm.
sad stuff. But I like that sort of stuff.
I do find it really interesting and impressive when in songs that have a drop, there's you can it's still songs that you can sit back to and like listen, like
Yeah.
as opposed to what we spoke about earlier with like the hands up and jumping around. Like I think it's a real talent to be able to make a song that is still in the world of something we'd put out, but is like you can sit back and chill to it.
Where do you think the term drop came from?
That's a really good question. Well, it's because it builds.
Yeah, but
And then it drops.
Yeah, that's what it is.
is that it?
Well, I would guess so.
Well, that's
Yeah,
because
that kind of
the
makes
audio
sense.
wave goes.
The audio wave
drops.
builds. It builds and then drops.
No, but the chorus, the audio wave will be higher than the rest, surely.
Yeah,
it'd be
no,
louder.
it will, but you have your verse and then it builds. The production of the song will build to then drop. It's like if I don't know.
So if there's no build, there's no drop.
I would say
So
yeah.
if we've been putting drop buttons in the comments and there's no build, might not be an
No,
actual
but
drop.
that's true. That's true. But I would say in most cases, if there's going to be a build, there's going to be a drop. What else have we got? L7 in the Discord. This is a really good question. Wow, great question. What are our thoughts on people leaking songs / early uploads?
Oh, hate it. Take them down.
Get rid of them all.
Hate it. No. I think I get that people do it. I think it's I'd rather people didn't, sure, but it doesn't make a massive difference.
I also think the people that are like trying to find the songs early are clearly so invested.
Yeah.
And also, we could do more to prevent it, which we aren't, because it's not that big of a deal. It's annoying, but
Yeah, I think if anything, I guess it's not really sort of doesn't affect the release or anything like that.
and it shows that there's a community out there that actually
They actually care about the song,
yeah.
which is cool. But it's like, oh, hang on a minute, like just let's wait for everyone else to hear it. But the same thing, right? I leak all the songs.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah, it is.
I own all those channels now. But no, I do.
Every single one.
Like I was in the Discord the other day and I was like, oh, I want to show you guys like a song. If none of the guys are here, I'll leak this song. And you weren't. I don't think you were watching.
No.
But Sam was watching and stopped me. So I like leaking the
Security.
songs. But yeah.
Security. Yeah, it's funny that is. I think there's like definitely a balance with it, right? You don't want.
I don't want to lose the hype of the
Yeah,
song.
yeah, you don't want to lose the energy of a release, but yeah. And I think it's interesting to see, like, in the community, like, people that really want to find them early, and then the flip side who was as equally dedicated, who are like, no, you shouldn't.
Yeah,
have
I
this.
like that.
love
I like that. Like the
little-
NCS police. What I also love, I don't know how it happens, but in the comments, it would be like, someone will post a comment saying next upcoming NCS releases, and it will be like the next 20 releases. I'm like,
Or it's
insane.
completely wrong.
well, yeah,
Yeah, it
most
can
of the time, like
I,
there'll be,
I see it and I'm like, there's not a single one of those.
yeah.
There's a few like things in the comments that are so regular. There's that. There's the song title, genre, rating out of 10 or 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it's so great when people do that. But I love that. I'm like, what is your 8 out of 10 compared to my 8 out of 10? Do you know what I mean? What does that mean? And it's like they'll have the next release. There's also
Genre colours.
yeah, always a load of that. It's really cool to see those like the regular things that come back. It's funny. Vex SG, really good question. This is what I mentioned earlier. Has asked which visualizer over the whole 10 years is our favourite. So I've only been here for like coming up to a year now, like 10 months. But so I've only seen one style of like animation. So that's what I'm presuming that they're asking.
I think it's...
I mean, haven't we only had 2 then, technically?
Well, there's now these like
Unless
new,
you do the...
Like we've played around with the
2011.
visualizer a bunch. It's changed, here
Is
and there,
that-
little things. Maybe they've spotted those little amendments.
I got a Christmas sock on that someone's
I
going to
would
have
say-
seen.
My favorite visualizer is the one that I mentioned earlier. Is the if found VIP.
Where you electrocuted.
Yeah,
Visualizer.
electrocute the visualizer, spins around. But like also the background just sort of really helped with it. Strong color.
It's because you made it.
Yeah.
It's happy on that. I just like orange. We didn't, when we had NCS 10, we didn't use the NCS 10 visualizer, did we? In an
No,
upload.
no,
It's just for like branding bits. I really like the colours of that visualizer, the purple and blue,
Yeah, that's
everything.
nice.
I actually like that whole campaign. I love the like
Yeah,
aesthetic
it's
of
good
that.
fun.
Yeah, I think anything that's like orange, and in terms of like the movement and stuff, I do agree with you. I like the dynamic things like when it's like popping around.
More things going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think that like ones that, for me anyway, that grab my eye, are like if I'm scrolling through, like the ones where I can see the visualizer super expanded, as if there's like a big drop there.
Yeah.
You know, and it sort of feels more 3D,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. But you, Charlotte, that's a difficult question to answer to me.
I mean, I don't fully understand the question, but a video that we did for Todd Helder's release, it was so simple. But do you remember how the logo and the visualizer came in for that?
Oh, it like went up. It went,
It
like,
went up with the animation. It was very simple.
Yeah.
I mean,
Didn't we do stuff for like Diamond Eyes as well, where it was like the lyrics came on screen just before the drop, and the visualizer disappeared, and then the drop came, and the visualizer came back.
I did, and the one of the lyric videos for one of the Diamond Eyes tracks that had all the lyrics coming up in different places. That was really cool.
controversial. I actually like it without the dots on.
Yeah, you've mentioned this.
Yeah,
It'd be good to know
multiple
what they
times.
prefer, actually.
Yeah,
Is there versions of it with and without it?
Well,
I think there is because
yeah, there is.
yeah,
But it's basically like there's particles inside of it that sort of move around, and it
Mhm.
makes it more of a 3D object.
More 3D.
Or we've used a version where it's got less particles, and it's basically just the outer ring that moves.
Okay, right.
yeah. It has a
Um,
few particles, but it's not the full
Mm.
inner circle that's filled.
Well,
Did either of you ever think in your life, right,
You'd be talking
genuine question, ever think in your life that there would be a point where you'd be sat down discussing the dynamics of a moving virtual circle?
Well,
Here we
yeah.
are.
Well, I mean, I found something the other day with the visualizer that blew my mind that I didn't even think was possible with it. But it's not just 2D; it's a complete 3D object.
Like a sphere?
So no, but as in, it can turn around, it can move, it can do loads of things
Oh, like a football?
that we've never ever.
But is it a sticker on the edges? Does that
Yeah.
make sense? Is it
Oh, I know what you mean.
because when I look at it from the front,
Yeah.
I can see through it. But if I were to look at it from the side, I shouldn't be able to.
Mm.
It's
it.
like a ball.
Okay.
We've just only ever seen it from the front.
It's scary.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
alive. Really good question from someone with a brilliant name, Spider Washer.
Wow.
Oh, no.
Spider was here.
Yeah, I just read it wrong. Spider Washer. Spider Washer. If your spider's dirty, give it a wash. Come on. Spider was here. How do you submit to NCS? How long do you have to wait for a response? And when you're part of NCS, is there a difference? I presume they mean a difference when it comes to submitting.
Submit your demos through ncs.io/demos. How long does it take for us to get back? Between 1 to 2 weeks, I would say. So we go through the demos every single week. However, sometimes there's so many demos that we don't get through all
How
of
many
them.
do you think we get a week? I think that was a
I
question.
think
from
it
someone as
was between 700 and 1,000.
well. Wow. Yeah, fair
Um,
enough.
So, yeah, quite a few. And they all get processed. What was the last part? Something to do if you're an existing artist?
If you're an artist.
Yeah, so I guess if you're an existing artist, we're just in constant dialogue with artists that we work with. So it's quite easy for us to get, messages and things like that. We still encourage it to go through the normal demo system, because every way that we listen to a demo has to go through this system. And that's so that we can reply to everyone. The thing we used to do years ago, we used to get demos. We wouldn't manage to listen to all of them. And then the ones that we listened to, we didn't have time to get back to them if it was a no.
Mm.
So we only responded to the yeses. Whereas now what we do is we reply to every single no. So people know, oh, my demo didn't get accepted. At least now I can do something else with it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, the sheer numbers. I mean, I've sat in on probably like 2 of you going through the demos, and like especially with yourself, like, and having that ear where you're genuinely really interested in what everyone's sent in, and having to have that critical and like a listener brain of like, oh, I'm a fan of this music, but I've also got to pick if it's right or not.
Yeah, does
like,
the community like this?
It, it can take like time to go through them. But yeah, no, that's your process, and yeah, I think it's useful for people to know that. Don't think that they're getting ignored. There's just a lot of songs coming through. Matthew from the Discord. Yeah, so
Matthew.
it has a last name, and I forget it.
Not Retrovision Matthew.
No. Just one of the members of the Discord. But he actually joined the Discord like a few months ago. Like when we did one of our parties, I think end of last year, which is super cool to see. Like, and he's really engaged all over the chat. So super cool to see that people are joining and getting involved in the community. Matthew asks, if you're sending in a song but you don't know what sub-genre of electronic music the song falls under, what should happen? I think I can answer this. Let's see how well I know. Please correct me if I'm wrong. You should be able to just label your song as electronic.
Yeah, I think you just label it as just white.
What's the
at least?
What's the difference with the white circle and the black circle?
So white is, I guess it's all round electronic. It's it's all round electronic plus hard style, which I know is really like not annoying.
That's great.
So yeah, we need to figure that out. Maybe that's where we need to figure a new color out for it. I don't know, but then black is kind of like, it's a lot like sort of bass music or staff picks. It's kind of sort of other genres that other tracks that we really want to sort of make stand out.
Oh right, okay, cool.
Yes, people to spot and stuff.
Yeah, that's really cool. Have we had a black circle recently? What was the last one? Anyone off the top of the head remember that?
Coven. I mean, that was a long... The
Rival? No, Coven. Rival.
I think Coven.
I'm trying to think what the first black circle was.
Oh, I know what the last one was. The last one was Slash.
Slash.
Yeah. Yeah, with the Tokyo Machine background. What was that you saying then?
I think the first one, might be wrong here, was Suburban Cradles.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think Pill has a black circle.
No.
Oh, let's see who's
the
right.
The background's white.
Let's see who's right.
No.
Pill.
The background is white.
Pill was ages ago.
Pill, Hughes, Zeus and Krona?
Yeah.
That's green.
Oh.
Wrong.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. It's close.
I think that was a white background.
The background's black on that.
Yeah, I know.
It's just...
Yeah.
Saw it.
Oh, this is a great question. Wait, we're moving on still?
Oh, no, I think it was Whatever Berserker.
I was going to say, I feel like it would be because that wasn't that long ago, Cradles.
Yeah, no, I'm totally wrong. Anyway.
Really good question from Monster Truck, who asks, NCS X Monster Cat, question mark.
Oh.
Well, we were speaking about this the other day, that both NCS and Monster Cat hit 10 years last year. And we should have done something like that.
Well, yeah, I mean,
sick.
Yeah, like we know the guys over at Monster Cat, and we chat with them often, but I think it's like, I think it was literally, I think they were early in the year when it was 10 years. We were a bit later, so like I think they're like 5 months older than us, something like that. But yeah, I mean, it'd be cool to.
Dude, how cool would that be? We get the little cat on the podcast. That'd be sick. Chat's the cat. If it speaks though. Yeah. That'd be sick though. We spoke about this when we were on with Sam. Like, it's awesome. I think that what I said last week was that it's really cool that in this community you sort of get to share all these brilliant artists between the labels. So like you have whoever it might be that releases across like Monster Cat,
Coven,
yeah,
Ellis, yeah.
It's just sick that you get to share all these amazing sounds between like the different labels. But yeah, I think again then doing something with another label, especially in terms of like community wise, that would just be sick, man.
Yeah.
Like I think it would be really cool. I'd love to see something like that happen.
Cool.
That's a good question. Victor, again, the Discord, asks, why are NCS albums so rare? And they say from what I'm seeing. How many albums have we done?
Why did you ask me? I'm going to guess, actually. I'm going to guess.
See if we can get it.
7.
I think, is that including...
Best ofs?
Ooh, well, more than that then.
No.
1.
Well, we've got Uplifting Colours. What else have we got from those sorts of albums?
Infinity Alpha,
Yeah, so that's 4 already.
Best
Yeah.
of 2015, Best of 2016,
Best of
Colours,
2017.
Reloaded, Elevate, Best of 2017.
Did we do 2018? I don't think we did.
No,
No.
this isn't us.
I
NCS.
just get it right.
Faithless and like it's
We're not counting that. That's not an NCS album. That's an
Right.
artist album.
Okay.
That's not us, is it?
It is.
Oh wow, that's great.
NCS is love. NCS is life. Yeah.
There's volume 1. We need
Yeah, there was
volume
only
2.
one volume.
That's great. I love that.
So is it more like 8 or 9?
It's
More
1,
than that.
2, 3,
No.
4, 5,
Screen
6,
time, I guess, as well.
7, 8, 9, 10. Not including Faceless, so 11 with Faceless.
10. So I wasn't
No.
far off.
No, that's what did you guess?
9.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, open to do another album.
Yeah, I think so. I think.
A lot of them fall as sort of compilations, right?
Well, yeah, albums has changed now because like we used to release albums because people used to buy CDs or they
Yeah.
used to download an album, whereas now streaming is the main thing. So realistically, an album is kind of the same as a playlist.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
You know, we could release a playlist and say, "Oh, here's an album." It's not as nice, but I think, you know, we should look at it. I just think that. I mean, who has a CD player? Like, I don't know. Like,
I mean, the CDs were still still selling.
yeah,
I think nowadays though, I read an article. I might be wrong on what this is, but let's hope I'm right. It was that like the sales of like CDs and vinyls
Yeah,
now
vinyls.
coming back up.
are now up.
Oh,
I
I
think
wonder
it's
if
saying
that's
CDs
just
as well.
Vinyls. Oh,
Because
you're saying
vinyls
it's both.
definitely are, but I'm pretty sure. I think the reason that I was like, oh wow, is because it was CDs. Because I think the nostalgia factor of a vinyl's cool to own.
Yeah.
Like people, I own the vinyls that I own because it's cool to own the vinyl, and like I'd listen to them, but still, it's like having the vinyl is sick.
See, I wonder, right? What if there was CDs of drum and bass? So all the drum and bass tracks that we've released on a CD, you can get that. Then you can get the dubstep. Then you can get the trap.
But
And
it's
you can
right what
get
you
the-
say
How many
nowadays, though. 'cause
tracks can you put on a CD?
well, as many as you
I
want.
think you can do multiple discs.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But then it's also like what you say in the like nowadays, you could spend at the smallest possible percentage of that time making a playlist. Like a
Well,
Spotify
yeah,
playlist.
I think that's it. It's like, oh, I
Yeah.
can just put all those tracks in a playlist. Is it the same thing?
Is there limits? There's not limits on the number of tracks you can add to a playlist, no? On Spotify?
No, I don't think
No.
so.
So yeah, it's that easy. That's the problem. The world's at the fingertips nowadays.
Yep.
But I do like that there's that sort of cultural shift, especially with like vinyls. And I don't really, it's not really a big thing in like the EDM community. I don't think like vinyl playing.
No, I think it's a bit of an obscure.
Yeah, but it's super cool. I love watching when DJs. I think it's more in like the sort of like tech
Oh.
house kind of scene. Oh, that's good.
Malarkey's calling.
When you the like tech house kind of scene of like, and they'll spin like vinyls. You just get like some like blokes just sat in a chair, just like mad, like scratching
Yeah.
and spinning. I think that's so dope. It's super cool. Oh, you mentioned this a little bit earlier. Lair Fox. What about rock and metal on NCS? So yeah, we touched on this. I think
Oh man, I'd love it.
it's
Yeah.
just the blending of like genres. I think
Mhm.
we have that a lot anyway.
Yeah, I mean there was a rival tune a couple years ago or a year ago. I think it had Martin someone on it that I've forgotten his name, but it's all in your head.
I can see your brain
I'm gonna have to
working.
play it. It's in your head. Mika Martin, that was it.
I remembered.
Rival Mika, because the drop is like the last drop.
Yeah, a band could play that.
Yeah.
Very
So
Eleni.
listen to the voice now.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
I love that. That's so cool. We were watching it's like Ed Sheeran did a Brits performance with like Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh yeah.
Is it Ollie Sykes the singer on Bring
I
Me?
think so.
He's like back in the day, Bring Me was like just scream. I don't know how interested the audience will be in this, but his voice now is like pop, and I'm like, how you have so much control to be able to do that with your voice, like that vocal then, like. To me, it's just screaming, but it's actually like such a good technique to be able
To
to do
get the
that.
note
It's
and
so
stuff, yeah.
so impressive, really is. we're actually going to a pop punk gig. We are.
Are we?
Yeah, if you forgot. I hope as someone that puts everything in your calendar.
Is that the one? Not tonight. That's not pop punk.
No, in next month in Brighton.
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Current. Who I believe the main singer of that band, Against the Current, is a Twitch streamer. HCN asked, how is the NCS circle made? I love the idea of like a law. Like a law behind it, like it was born in the middle of an alien fight.
To be honest, I don't know. Like, I actually don't know how it's made.
No.
I know how to make it react to music, but like other than that, I don't know. It's kind of just it just exists.
Yeah. Oh, this is a really good question, Devilman. What's the criteria for submitting? So we told you earlier about like actually going through the process with submitting, and I think we've sort of spoken about this briefly before, maybe like the second episode of the podcast. But I think when it comes to like criteria of actual sound, just you do you. Like if you think it sounds good, don't. I'd say look for feedback off people, right? Like find people that aren't just going to tell you something's good or something's bad. Try and surround yourself with people that are going to give you some good critical analysis of like, oh, this works because of this, or maybe change the mix a bit, or maybe get a different vocal, etc.
Yeah,
I think like, but if you're confident with the track, don't doubt yourself on submitting it. Just
I also think don't make music for someone else. Make music for you, like whatever genre you want to make it in, or not a genre at all. Like I would hate to think that people just make music to try and get it on NCS. I think that's not the right way of going about it. Make music that's right for you. If it fits, great.
Yeah,
you know.
And if it doesn't fit here, I'm sure that it fits somewhere else, and vice versa.
You know, someone will enjoy it.
I think we've spoken about this many a times on the podcast about the like uniqueness and how much that stands out with like the winner of the On and On remix competition. Like the fact that the Cartoon Boys love that song because it sounded so unique compared to the rest. So it's like, don't think that while there is a box, and that doesn't mean don't take inspiration from other people, because these artists are the ones that you'll listen to day to day, and you're bound to draw different elements from the styles that they bring. But there's no box. Like, you make the song, like Dan says, because you want to, and then if it lands anywhere, then that's just a great thing. All right, cool. This is we can make a competition out of this. Charlotte, you listening? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, so this is, what does each circle color mean, right? Okay, and we'll go. I'm going to count down from 3. Okay,
and you've got to answer
and then you're gonna go back and forth really quickly. Okay.
So
I'm gonna go 3.
So like, you're gonna go like red, green, blue.
Yeah, but you're gonna say the genre as well. So red. No.
Genre. Should we just say the main?
The general one.
Why don't you say the color?
Okay. Yeah.
And we have to respond.
Okay. But I okay.
Wait, is it a race?
Yeah, now we're making it a race. That's what it is now. The first one.
Oh, is it who responds first?
Yeah. Whoever responds first.
You're definitely. I mean,
so I'm gonna say a color, right, and then the first one to respond wins. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Light blue.
Melodic dubstep.
Ooh, I think Dan did just scrape that. Green.
Trap.
Oh. Red.
Drum set. What did you say? You said drum drop.
Drum drop. White.
Electronic. Hard style.
That's funny. Oh, it's great. That's all I'm right. Pink.
Drum and bass.
Oh, I think Charlotte got you on that one. Yellow.
House.
Oh, she beat me.
She beat you. What else have we got? Black.
Bass or
staff picks.
Or staff picks.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Purple.
Future House.
What did you say?
Future
I don't know Future House. I don't know Future House. Blue.
Dubstep.
Oh, left in the dust. Left in the dust.
I
Indie dance. Orange.
Indie dance.
What?
What was that?
I said the genre.
Oh.
I went
indie dance. Orange.
I meant to say the colour. It's because I was like, there's one left. That's all of them, right? I think I've got them all.
You didn't do.
I did them all. Don't you?
Yeah, you
question me.
You've definitely missed colours. Glitch hop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I meant
glitch hop.
Oh man, that's fun. That was really fun. We have fun here, don't we? That's great. I just love that I said indie dance rather than orange. That was a question from I'm going to pronounce that as Luna on the Discord, and we also asked some questions on Instagram as well. This is a really good question. Every question is really good according to me, but they are. So thank you to everyone that submitted one. Inferno asked on our Instagram, at No Copyright Sounds, and also follow our pod Instagram at NCS Pod. What is the first track that blew up? Now, I guess it all depends on times of when you've been there, but and I guess you'll probably have the best insight. What from when you joined, or from as far as you know, what was like one of the first sort of breakout smashes? Breakout smash.
Well, I think so. The way that the channel used to work is Billy started the channel and started uploading music to YouTube that was, copyright free, and he would upload any track he found that just was that he knew was safe for creators or whatever, and he really enjoyed that music. So I think that actually one of the first tracks that blew up that was just an upload rather than a release. So it used to be that we just uploaded anything. Now we release music where we own the rights to it, etc. I think it was DJ Assassin Frag Out.
What genre is that?
It's like glitch hoppy.
Can you play this?
I don't know whether I can play it.
Okay, maybe.
Frag Out. Yeah, so very, very like glitchy. That's what you get. I think that was one of the first songs to blow up.
I think it's very interesting the way that like the music's used, because you can. There's like two phases of them blowing up. There's like the song itself, and then, oh my god, this song's been used in 70 million videos around the world.
Yeah.
Like, but then if the biggest songs tend to be the ones that are popular from those videos. That's really cool. Yeah. You touched on it then about Billy starting out the channel, and I think we've briefly spoken about it on the podcast, but I don't think we've ever actually gone into a bit more depth on it.
Yeah.
And annoyingly, this is where it sort of just becomes an interview because I don't know the answer to this. But it was also a question from Instagram from Farstorm, who asked about songs before 2014 being deleted. And I think off the back of that, we can sort of be like how it all came about.
Yeah. So originally, as I said, the channel started. Billy was uploading music that he found online that he really enjoyed that was copyright free, and he would upload them to the channel, and this was because he had another YouTube channel was making like gaming videos. So Billy's massive into gaming, and he wanted to make these gaming videos and put music to it, and then he started finding that by chance, because obviously he titled the channel No Copyright Sounds, other people were searching for no copyright music or copyright free sounds or whatever, and came across the channel. And I think the channel then very, very quickly grew. And then at that point, it was kind of then transitioned into more of a label structure, which we have now, that we take an artist that sends us music, we release that music, and then we give it to content creators that can use it for free, and we then can hopefully build that artist's career. But that's not what it originally started out to be. I think originally it was just Billy had an idea of like, oh, people want to find free music to use. I'm just going to do it.
That's just a prime example of if you've got a good idea and
just
you
roll with
execute
it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just go with it. Like, that's sort of the same thing as what we were saying earlier about like if with anyone producing a song, like if you think it's the right thing, just don't let anything hold you back from it. Yeah, really go into it. Just back to the question that we got from Instagram from Farstorm. Songs published before 2014, why are some of them deleted? I guess it's off the back of, like you say, I presume back in the day, Billy was finding songs that maybe in structure nowadays wouldn't work.
So, for example, there was a Snoop Dogg remix, that was on the channel and things like that, where it's like, right, okay, that's not actually ours. We can't promote that. So yeah, that's why. So I joined in 2015, and I think it was around that point that we kind of did a call of music that was before we turned into a proper label.
Yeah, sure.
And it was more just promoting music at that time. So we just wanted to make sure that everything was legitimate, that people could come to us and go, all right, I probably can't use that Snoop Dogg track.
Snoop Dogg has just become the owner of Death Row Records, which is the record label that signed him when he first started rapping. Is that not a great
power move,
full circle moment?
Yeah.
That's so annoying when I say that on this podcast. Good name though. That's an insane power move.
Yeah,
That's crazy,
cool.
man.
Very cool.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. So, like I said earlier on, make sure that you guys are in the Discord. What I want to try and do as well. My Siri's going off whilst I was doing that. I asked all of that to Siri. Is we'll play a little bit of these episodes. I think when we put it on like the 24-hour stream, because we've got that going out as well. We can whack this in there as well. But yeah, for any type of like submitting questions, we've got a channel in there now under the Full Circle. What are they called? Section. There's a bit for you guys to questions of what you want us to ask, and also guest suggestions. So I was trying to think that whole time. I was trying to think of what the other channel was. But yeah, suggestions of artists and people that you want us to have on. I think it'd be really cool to sort of open the discussion and widen it. But yeah, carrying on.
Was I allowed to play some more tracks?
I was going to say.
Well, that was going to be my next thing. Was
was
going to be things that we've got coming up in the near future. I reckon we can tease a bit.
I can't remember what we said I was going to play. Is it just SoundCloud stuff?
Yes.
Any of
Yeah,
those?
I've done quite far in advance.
Okay, because there's one from that week.
Yeah.
Can I play that
That's
week?
what I was about to show you. Yeah.
I'm
going to play some of those. I'm just thinking how far ahead that is.
All right. Fine.
Yeah, no, you can. It's just that one's not
Okay, no,
ready yet,
actually.
but it's fine.
I love that.
That, like,
I love
community
Yeah,
stuff.
that's-
What are they talking about? Like,
Imagine listening to this on Spotify without seeing you like looking over. Like, what are they on about? Dan's just deciding a track that we can preview for you guys.
I'm going to play
This.
Dijek's Fall in Love. And I'm going to fast forward. Quite chill.
I'm loving these chill drops, man. There's a lot of that recently. I like it a lot. I think it's really cool.
Well, this one might not be so chill, but this is Riven Avatar.
Cool name. Whoa. That's so haunting. That is.
Sorry, with the name of that, do you think that's Ryan? Because is the
so
V and
There's a
N.
lot of that, isn't
there,
there? Yeah.
You're probably right.
I'm not sure.
There's the same with is it
Cyric.
Yeah. On his Discord, it's something like that, I think.
And the last one that's quite exciting. We've got Diviners, Assertion,
Hey.
and Dace Williams.
Hey, what a lineup.
Reality. Triplety, maybe.
Again.
Yeah, they're gonna rip this, and it's just gonna be us going.
Is that what you're playing?
Oh, I'm allowed to play more.
Well, anything on SoundCloud, I think is fine.
Charlotte, this is Charlotte's like job. She sits off camera and dictates the running of this
Okay,
podcast.
I'm gonna play more then.
I just think there's definitely
approval.
some that I would play.
Well, we've got Annie Vet is returning.
Big.
Running
Big
out
tune.
of time. Again, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Really cool vibe. That's all you get of that one,
Ooh.
because I know they'll rip that one.
Yeah,
for
that one's
sure.
going to be taken.
All right, last one that I'll play then
Okay.
is. Why do I feel like I'm going to play the wrong one?
Just pick one.
I feel like it's a very obvious one that I think you should play.
Neoni,
Yes.
Well done.
Haunted House.
Yeah. Oh,
Really
these two
cool
are class,
intro in
man.
this. Like instantly,
Hey.
it's like,
Sounds like it's going to be a YG beat. Hey.
well, fast forward again. That's all you
That's
get.
tight, man.
That's all you
Oh,
get.
man. I'm going to listen to that. And you guys can't hear it until it comes out. Did any of you watch the African Cup of Nations?
No.
Charlotte?
No.
Charlotte, see,
I was going to say yes. but-
Charlotte likes to pretend that she's really into football. I really like football. I don't know how many of you guys do, but the African Cup of Nations finished, which is a super cool tournament in Africa. One of my friends went out with the BBC and did like the camera work on
Oh,
it.
that's right.
Yeah, Joe went out and did that. And in the final, Senegal played Egypt, and Mo Salah, who plays for Liverpool, don't know if you know him, for Egypt, went up against I forget who it was. A player who also plays for Liverpool, who plays for Senegal, completely forgot the name. Senegal ended up winning, and he put on his Instagram the next day, and I thought it was photoshopped. It was just him lying in bed with this massive trophy. And I don't know how it made me think this, but I was like, imagine if like every time that we got a release, we like for artists, we sent them out like a pack, sent them like you said, like a CD, and they just do the most random thing that they possibly can with that CD. Like, I guess it depends what the track is, but I thought that would be really cool.
Be curious to know everyone's
opinion
if they support a football team.
Oh yeah,
like,
let us know
if
what
you
sport
watch
do you
football.
follow? Yeah,
Yeah, what sport and what team do you follow?
yeah. I'd like to know that when I'm in the Discord, I can chat about Aston Villa.
Yeah, you do like a bit of football.
Yeah, I do love football. That was also an easy segue for me to get to our question to wrap it up, because I think my timing's been a little bit off today. I should have done.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, I should have
Where are
done
we
the new tracks
yeah.
a bit earlier.
Right.
But that's fine. It keeps them waiting.
Mm.
Yeah. So with that being said, and we've got to make sure we think of a question of tracks. I know Charlotte's going to be searching for a track.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
you know
literally
what?
searching right now.
Thought about it.
So what NCS song would you listen to if you have just scored the winning goal in a football cup final? Okay.
So everyone's like cheering.
Yeah, they're all cheering.
Okay, so you've just scored a goal,
I think
big
I
goal.
need someone else's before I can come up with a
That's
suggestion.
fine. Well, I've got one.
Do you though?
Yeah, I've got one. I've been thinking about it for years. And it's purely off the title, but I also like the tune as well. It would be Def Kev Invincible.
Oh.
Good one. Tell me it's not.
Would
And do you know why this is as well?
this is
Because
on
of
every
the amount of
Yeah.
football
this is on
videos
every
scored.
football thing. Yeah. Invincible.
That's exactly why. It's because that song makes me. It
Yeah.
is the one that I always see football videos of. I feel like that's a really good one. I have to say.
Not bad.
I have to say.
Mm,
Go on then, Charles.
I don't have mine yet.
I would probably do.
It was Sadio Mane. He scored the winner. For
Oh, I thought you said Mo Salah.
Mo Salah lost. Egypt lost.
Right. Right.
Mane scored the winner for Senegal.
I think I would probably do Clark's and Halverson done.
Oh.
Yeah. So just the drop bit. It's not as upbeat as yours though. God, I think I've lost
Oh, it's
this
the
one.
canvas for that. Clark's jumping around. That's cool.
And then his face. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Dun, 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 dun. Don't you think we're done?
I think I just don't know an answer, but could you play? Because I just really don't know.
Could
what this
you
is.
play?
Could you play Stronger?
Oh, by Prismo or?
Yes.
Oh no, you meant by Lemon Fight.
Like, well, I don't.
I mean, either could be good.
Do you think?
I reckon
You
Stronger.
can't- hang on. Veto for a second. That's 2 weeks on the bounce that Charlotte has not. I know that your answer got stolen by Sam
Yeah.
last time, but you've got to be confident. Back your answer.
Yeah, I'm
Which one?
thinking Prismo.
You're wrong.
Play it. Well, she's got to have that. She has to
lemon
have
fight.
that.
No,
Okay.
lemon
You
fight.
can't.
Lemon
No,
fight.
no,
No,
you're getting Prismo.
I was thinking lemon fight to
You're
begin
getting
with.
You're
It's the
getting
classic mistake.
Oh, you've just scored a goal.
Play
Well,
lemon
no.
fight one. I mean, no.
Nah, what you want is this one. Champion remix.
Yeah,
So this is
that is what I've got right there.
so this is the vocals on this is Jessica Reynoso, who is like she's part of the Black Eyed Peas like live team.
Oh wow,
She does the vocals.
that's sick.
This would be a good one.
This is a good one.
So this was that. To be honest, I literally have that.
Yeah, but there's
there.
Yeah,
also,
but
I
they
can
can't
see
see
one
that.
above and below. She's
They
got
can't
she's
see
got all the visualizers up on
So
YouTube.
we all know who won that one.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's pretty much a dub for me. But do you know what? Who won the
Yours
last
is a
one?
classic.
Yeah,
so
it's a classic. It's a classic. No one's gonna beat.
Yeah, who did win the last one?
Let's have a look. Full
Good to know.
circle.
I don't think it was me.
Full circle. NCS. Yeah. So last week's one
Ooh.
was what would you start your NCS DJ set with? And I've just voting for myself really quick.
We should put what track it is as well, because I can't remember. what
Oh
track
yeah,
we
that's a
put-
good
we
idea.
picked.
That is a really good idea actually. We'll do that for today's one. So Sam Day won. Sam
Did
Day
he?
won. Yeah. So Sam Day won, and then and his was Kirby What You Like. But we
That
had-
was a
Yeah.
really
To
good
be
shout.
fair,
that was a great shout.
Myself, Charlotte,
But
and
also
Sam all
that
thought
was
that.
an obvious answer. That's
Oh,
why
but
all
that's-
three of us.
But that's there's no such not bad that it's obvious.
No.
But yeah, so let us know. Head into the community tab and let us know which one of you, which one of us you think had the best song.
So to confirm,
celebrate
mine
with.
is Champions.
No, it's not.
No, no. Wait, what?
It was
what?
the first one that you picked. It was Prismo.
You're having the Prisma one.
You
I no,
said
you
Prismo.
No, you tricked me.
Okay, what we'll do is in the poll we'll put Charlotte in twice and then they can pick. But you're
Okay.
still not going to win. I'm going to
Yeah,
win.
I
this
don't
one,
know if
so
I
it
will.
doesn't matter. I think that about does it.
It
I
does.
think we're there. I'll make sure that I'm checking my timings better last time.
Does everyone like my water bottle?
Oh yeah, check the branding on Dan's bottle
It's nice, right?
and on the mug as well. I'm going to take a sip and then we can see
I
it.
haven't sipped out of mine actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in / watching. As I've said many times before, link below to get in the Discord server and talk about the episode. Let us know what you liked. Let us know what you didn't. Put comments below on any of the things you want to see on,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's getting you guys on, whether it's listening to some more unreleased tunes like we just did. Let us all know in the comments below and go over to the community tab to vote on the poll. And we will see you on the next episode of Full Circle.
Which we have a guest for.
We
We're not gonna tell you who it is.
do. Guess in the comments.
Oh, guests.
Yeah.
See you later.
Sound.
Bye.